Joining us this morning, Dr. Naresh Trehan is the chairman and MD of the Medanta Hospitals. Thank you for your time and a very good morning, sir. How do you see this development from today morning where the Prime Minister has gone ahead and taken the shot against COVID-19 and especially Covaxin, which has in fact been in news for all the wrong reasons?
So it's a very significant confidence building exercise that the Prime Minister has done. It's a sign of true leadership that he, with this new phase that is starting today where the elderly and the vulnerable because of comorbidities are going to get their shots, that they should be confident that if the Prime Minister can take it, Covaxin is safe. The point is, this controversy actually should die down a long time ago because thousands and thousands and thousands of people have already gotten the vaccine. And with that, this vaccine has been proven to be safe. There have been no serious adverse events or deaths reported from it. So I think that the controversy is over. Unnecessarily, there was some political ping pong going on, which should not have happened in this. This is a national health issue, national economical issue. And we know very well that there is another attack happening in some states. So if the new wave is allowed to take over, I don't think India will be able to afford something like that. So I think it's imperative, and the government in its own wisdom has moved up the dates to 1st of March. And that was a very good move, because as soon as there was assurance that there is enough vaccine available, and there will be more coming soon in the next few weeks, I think. So then it will be important that anybody who is vulnerable, anybody who's elderly, should come forward and take the vaccines. We have all taken it. The frontline workers, all the senior doctors, all the health providers have all taken it. So that's why I think this controversy should be put to rest and move forward to save the nation from this terrible pandemic.
Yes, you know, Dr. Trehan, the dosing for the third phase is complete, but unblinding of the study has not happened, and there's a problem because the cases aren't really increasing and you need a specific number. So that's a problem that Bharat Biotech is facing. But the developers have spoken about the fact that there are neutralizing antibodies, and that is also good enough, isn't it?
Well, you know, the basic thing is that there is it's a developing field. There are larger and larger doses will be available. More data will come out because you must know that all the data is being collected. So when there is enough sero sampling done for antibodies, we will get an idea. But you know, India has a little bit of an advantage that starting off and where the centers for main surge was, there has been a sero survey shows at least 40 to 50+% people have gotten antibodies. That's without the vaccine. So you know that there is a significant it's not herd immunity yet, but significant immunity developing in clusters, in crowded metropolitan areas. So now we are saying if we can get enough people vaccinated, we may be able to reach herd immunity in the next 6 months, which is what it needs. And that's why I think this move today of including the elderly and the vulnerable is a good one. There's a large number of people are in that category. And once we finish with that, then we can go to the rest of the population. And pretty soon we'll have that 30-40 crores that we want to vaccinate.
Yes.
So 1,000 centers giving 100, 200, 300 vaccines a day will actually reach our target, I think, in a very short time. Short time means 6 months is not a real short time, but still, as far as the world is concerned, with the population of our size, it's an accomplishment.
Yes. Dr. Trehan, you know, there is fair amount of vaccine hesitancy in the country, and a country that immunizes against so many infections is seeing vaccine hesitancy when it comes to these vaccines against COVID-19, particularly Covaxin. Please try and throw a little more light on how do you see this development today from the point of view of addressing the problem. Also, it's important to underscore that not a single vaccine in the world has got, you know, approvals the regular in the the regulatory pathway, the regular pathway. Every vaccine that is being given has got emergency use authorization. India is no different, isn't it?
So the hesitancy is on several counts. First controversy was, how did it get developed so fast because it usually takes 10 years. That's basically true, 5 to 10 years. But you must understand that it's a scientific process. First, the genetic code of this virus was made available in January. Second, the technology available on the ground already, where advanced bioscience companies had already dealt with SARS, with Ebola. So the process of developing vaccines has been around for many, many decades. So the point was that once you had the genetic code, you had to take it forward into sequencing. Now the point is, today the power of IT, the power of computing power that is available today can do many, many years of work in few days. So that helped. Technology platforms helped. So we now know that this went through the full process. No shortcuts were made. They had to jump through many hoops, but the scientific rigor was applied to all these vaccines. And only then, but do you understand, it's not a frivolous matter. People who put their stamp on the fact that it is approved, even for emergency, are taking a huge responsibility. So they were not going to put out something which was not safe for the public.
Yes.
And it's been proven. Now we have over 1 crore and counting, and from today onwards there'll be many crores. And I hope that this population, I do give one word of caution here. This is a new population. What we had done before with the healthcare workers and frontline workers, they were healthy people, most of them healthy. Some with comorbidities, yes, but not a large number in that senior age group.
Yes.
So now we are dealing with another group. So we should be treading cautiously to make sure that there are no different reactions in elderly people. So you take AstraZeneca, has been given to millions of in UK. They started with elderly people.
Okay.
So the point is that there is proof that UK data says that AstraZeneca has enough data available to say that it's safe.
Right.
Covaxin, I'm sure, will do the same, because these are not, Covaxin is not a live virus.
Yes.
So that platform is quite safe.
Yes.
So let us see. I mean, results will come out, but I have no doubt that it will be effective.
Yes.
And as have many of the, or most of the vaccines that have been put on the market after approval are doing the same job.
Yes, that's what the government has also said. Dr. Trehan, continue to be with us. We'll continue to talk about this in a bit from now. Remember, this is an inactivated vaccine is what Dr. Trehan is referring to. It is safe, is what he says. That's our top focus this morning. The Prime Minister taking the jab against COVID-19, sending out not one but several messages to the people of the country. We are continuing to keep a close eye on that. For the moment, it's time for a quick break here.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.